Hi, everybody. Today's focus is going to be on flowing with awareness of Shiva. A lot of thought about how to process, transmit, transcend all it is. So let's go ahead and start actually at the front edge of our mats. We're going to flow a lot more today just to get that fire, that awareness of Shiva. And so let's bring our hands together at our hearts at the front edge of your mat. Closing down the eyes. And let's consider a sway back to the heels, forward to the toes. Shift to one foot, the other. Just continuing the ebb and flow, movement back. Moving through center to shift forward, one foot, the other foot. Perhaps the spine wants to follow this flow. And you could join me in Ujjayi Pranayam. So this is a sound in which we help mimic the ocean waves by constricting the back of the throat slightly. Inspiring that heat. And maybe there are moments where you lose balance amidst this swaying. Totally normal, just like life. And our shifting, losing balance, maybe tripping up a bit is what I'm noticing in my own life practice. The imbalance, the tripping up, the mistakes. Affirming this as part of humanity. And so allowing ourselves to be human as we flow and encouraging discomfort too. So that means that we're sitting at the front edge of the space. Maybe you shift to the other side. Small and simple things, small and simple ways in which we can practice flowing with a bit of discomfort. So let's go ahead and greet the sun. Let's inhale the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale to bend the knees, open arms, open heart, swan dive. Halfway lift, inhale, spine long. And then exhale, hands and knees, tabletop position. Inhaling, heart rising, seat rising. Exhale, cat spine, opening your back to the sky. 3 more, just like that. Honoring the timing of your breath. Allowing the elbows to bend, the hips to sway, coloring outside of the lines. Long spine, toes tucking under. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Heels rise, uproot yourself. And then exhale to reground. 3 more, just like that. Heels rising, bending knees, looking at your hands. Guiding your feet towards your hands for forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway lift, long spine reaches forward. Exhale to bow deeply towards yourself. Bending knees, rolling up the spine, arms reach for the sky. Guiding that expansive sky into your expanding heart. Remember the sway, heels through center to the toes. Shifting to one foot and then the other. Challenging our sense of balance, our sense of groundedness. Can we be malleable and expansive? Can our rootedness be malleable, expansive? Holding room and space for duality, the dance. So another word for Shiva is Nataraja, the dance. The Lord of the dance are the words for Nataraja. And so thinking of that dance, the dance of duality. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, long spine reaches. Hands and knees, tabletop position, heart rise, seat rise. Cat spine, navel deep. One more, just like that. Heart rising and then bowing your head to your heart. And then long spine, toes tucked under. Adho Mukha, downward facing. And then uproot and reground. Two more. Heels rising, bending knees, looking forward. Feet forward, forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, melt. Bending knees, rolling up, arms reaching up. Hands together at your lifted heart. Closing your eyes, feel your heartbeat with your thumbs. Try to sway. Shifting the distribution of weight. Inspiring the malleability within you. And considering what is one way in which you wish to be malleable or expansive. Maybe there's a way you wish to expand your heart and your mind to embrace the difference. Maybe there's a way in which we can be malleable to help us shift out of our rigid conditioning towards transcendent collective well-being. Moving with this, allowing our bodies, our hearts, and our minds to move. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. High push-up position, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, high push-up position, plank. Three more, just like that. Following the timing of your breath, tapping into your strength and checking in with your wrists. How are your wrists? Inhale, downward facing dog, right leg rising, right knee bending, fluid circles with that right leg. One direction, and then the other way. Right leg reaching up. Right leg through, runner's lunge, as many steps as you would like. Maybe you guide it forward with your hands. Hands can stay grounded on the floor. Maybe they're on blocks or thick books. Heart rise. Bowing head to rising heart. Three more. Gathering heat. So maybe you're still with that breath, that Ujjayi Pranayama, the oceanic breathing. And be aware of the shifting perspective that is happening with this too. The face rising up and then the head bowing in, maybe looking back. Because we're going to inhale, runner's lunge, left hand grounds, right arm rises. Maybe the left knee flows down. Maybe the left fist comes in contact with the floor or the block. But now we're going to go ahead and shift perspective here. So this will challenge our balance also. Inhale your face to shine up towards your top hand. And then exhale, bottom hand. Three more, as slowly as you'd like. And really look at your hand. Really look at the space surrounding you. So eyes open here. And notice with the eyes open that test and balance. It is occurring. The balance that we are, even in the state of our lives, demanding constant balance as we flow from interpersonal relationships and our relationships with cyber, social media, the ways in which we engage. Toes tuck under, back knee hovers, back foot spins flat. Warrior one, rising arms, rising heart. Placing your hands onto your heart and keep one hand on your heart, one hand flowing your low abdominals. Remembering Ujjayi breath though, and perhaps we bow our heads to our hearts. Maybe your eyes close down, or maybe your eyes fix at one point on the floor. Reclaiming connection to that point in which we are moving with awareness to inspire malleability, expansiveness. 3 breaths to inspire movement and expansion within us, among us, around us. So arms easing down, resting our arms as a shoulder circle front to back. 3. Hands and fists behind you, elbows towards one another as the core and heart rise, guiding your hips lovingly forward with the fists as the core, heart, and rise open to the sky, this expansive space. Reaching our arms up to the sky, bringing the hands down, front foot meets the back, high push-up position. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then exhale, high push-up position, plank. Maybe we decide to stay in high push-up position. Maybe we decide to flow back to downward facing dog and stay there. Maybe child's pose with knees out wide and big toes together to touch. If you wish, you could inhale, high push-up, and then exhale, Chaturanga, low plank, reaching your heart up to the sky. And then exhale, inverted V, downward facing dog. Left leg rising here. Left knee bending, fluid circles with the left leg. Encouraging that malleability. Expansiveness around the hips, other way. And then left leg rising up, pinky toe spins down. Left leg through, runner's lunge, as many steps as you need, as you'd like. Cow spine, rising heart, rising crown. And then exhale to bow your crown to your heart. 3 more, just like that. Witnessing the shifting of perspective. Seeing your foot, seeing your high plane, if it's your ceiling, the sky. And then after your third exhale, right hand is grounding, maybe right knee to, left arm sky. Opening your heart up to the sky. Detoxifying twist here, so long inhales. Complete exhales. Perspective is up. Eyes shifting down. 3 more. A conscious clearing flow of the head node. Clearing away the distractions and the many obstacles, seen and unseen, that help us tap into the essence that we are meant to be. We are all meant to be. And then top hand down, toes tucked under, so back knee floats. Back foot spinning flat, warrior 1, rising arms and heart. Hands flowing down to your heart, and then one hand down to your core. Pulling awareness up to the sky, and then grounding awareness from the sky down to your heart, your core, your feet. Inhaling. Exhale. Remember your why. Arms reaching up, hands flowing down. Front foot meets the back, high push-up position. You can stay, floated down dog, floated child's pose, inhale high, exhale Chaturanga low. Reaching heart, reaching hips on O. Inhale, looking at your hands. Exhale, feet towards your hands, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, no. Bending knees, rolling up, arms rising up. Prayer hands together at your heart. Arms up. Left hand forward, right arm back. Arms up. Other way. One more time. Each way. We're going to shift this movement. So inhale, arms up. This time, left arm forward, right arm back, but we're going to bend the elbows away. Consider this shape to be like a trident from our crown to our fingertips. Inhale up. Other way. Let's stay here a moment. Can the elbows flow away from one another to help expand across your chest while recruiting your back? Inhale up. Elbows towards one another behind you. Reach your heart to the sky. One more time like that. Inhale up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale up. Trident to your left. That is the instrument of Shiva. Inhale up. Exhale, heart opening to the sky. All the way up. Swan dive down. Halfway lift. Our floated down dog. So maybe it's tabletop position or high push-up. Inhale, cow spine or high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga or cat spine. Inhale, all of our hearts and perspectives to rise up. Exhale, all of us inverted V, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling, feet forward, forward fold, halfway lift. Exhale, melt. Rising up, hands together at your heart. Trident movement again, all the way up. Trident to your right. All the way up. Trident to your left. All the way up. Trident at center. One more time. Connecting with breath. How loud can it be? Maybe release sound too. All the way up. Swan dive down. Halfway lift. Bending knees, planting hands, tabletop or high push-up position plank. Inhale, cow spine or body weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga or cat spine. Inhale, hearts lifting. Exhale, bowing head to heart. Inhale, right leg up this time. Exhale, right leg through, runner's lunge, cow spine, lifting heart and perspective. Exhale, bow your head to your heart. Don't forget the past, but pulling it forward, let it carry you forward. And then exhale, honor and remember. One more. Runner's lunge, left hand down, right arm up. This time, right arm over your ear, shine the palm towards the wall to your right. Inhaling, exhale, elbow towards the kidney, like that trident, but open the heart. It takes us deeper in the twist. Inhaling, exhale. Two more. It is heat. If you feel it, you're not crazy. Arm over ear, hand flowing down, back foot spinning flat, warrior one. This time, warrior two, front foot aligning with the back arch. Front palm shines up. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And then exhale, extending your side angle. Two more, just like that. We're going to keep the extended side angle. If you were to look at an image of Nataraja, you would see him in a dancing position with a circle of flames surrounding him. And so let's go ahead and allow ourselves to imagine that in our top hand, there is a flame. And we're circling this flame around, allowing it to help heal, burn away the unnecessary, illuminate what is possible, illuminate what is. Three more. May it dispel our ignorance. May it dispel or help burn away the limits of our minds and hearts. And then let's guide the perspective down to our grounded front foot as we inhale, arm across and up, and then guide those flames behind you, carrying the wisdom of the past forward, and then allowing healing to flow back, honoring the past. 3 more. We'll bring this flame hand to the low back. The fingertips are pointed towards your back heel as we bring ourselves to a half-ish warrior 2. The front palm will shine up, guiding the hips forward with the back hand as we reach the heart up and away. I hope you feel that love to your hip flexor. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and extend the front leg. Torso reaches forward towards the front edge, the new front edge. Bring that hand down to that front foot. Open your heart and your awareness again to the sky. Can that right knee still continue to shine towards our new front edge of the mat? We are in a variation of triangle. So maybe the hand stays in its presence to the low back. Maybe it rises up to the sky. But try to clear away the commitment or need to autopilot to a traditional triangle. Honoring the 3 points of a triangle. Shiva is very much about the 3, the death, the destruction, the presence of that, and then the rebirth. One more breath. Bending front knee, arms, teeth. Hands down. You're floated down. So maybe it's straight to inverted V. Maybe it's high push up, vinyasa flow to downward facing dog. Left leg up. Left leg through runner's lunge. Heart rising, crown rising. Bowing head to heart, remember the past. 3 more. Either way, the past has carried us to these moments in time. The collective state, the individual state. So honoring that, no need to deny or ignore that it's there. In fact, honor and heal that so we can honor and heal the now. Both is so crucial. And then we'll go ahead and ground the right hand down. Lift the left arm towards the sky. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling that top hand down. Oh, I remember. Left arm over the ear, palm shines forward. Elbow to kidney, twist and open. 3 more. The malleability, the cleansing, freeing ourselves up to be malleable, freeing up what's keeping us stuck so we can expand awareness within and around. Now that top hand down, back foot spinning flat. Warrior 1. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhaling, warrior 2, hips and heart opening towards the right side of your space. And then we'll go ahead and bring that front palm up. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And then exhale your front arm, front leg, back arm up and over your ear. 3 more. Moving with this fire. Burning away the unnecessary. Burning away with love. Some things are meant to be burnt away. Top palm shines towards that wall to your right, and then elbow towards the kidney. Open your heart up. 3 more. Remember the flame in that top hand, shifting it to our right hand as we inhale. Exhale, circle that flame around. And maybe even it's another aspect of that fire element. Maybe for you it feels like incense or sage is in that hand, helping to clear anything that isn't serving you. Clearing with awareness, though. I laugh because me too. Other way, looking down at the grounded foot. And then this arm will shift the hand to the low back space, gifting yourself support as we come up to that half warrior two-ish. And then the back hand guides the hips forward as a front palm and the heart rise up to the sky. And then the front leg long. Hips shifting back and up as the spine reaches forward. And then that left hand to the left leg, maybe shin. Low abdominals pull up to the core. Core pulls up to the heart. Maybe the right hand flies up. Maybe it stays grounded. Feel free to shift the form to support you. Maybe you guide a chair underneath you and the front leg is long with the right leg underneath you on that chair space. Bending front knee, arms T. Hands flowing down, high push-up position, or maybe inverted V while we inhale high. Exhale, chaturanga low. Heart rising. All of us hips rising. Together through the nose. Open up. Consider what you may wish to release now. Maybe it's something that's keeping you in a loop, a certain pattern of thought, behavior, heart space. Maybe it's someone. Maybe it's a relationship with yourself or something. Gathering this one thing, and we inhale together. Open mouth, release together. One more. Looking at your hands. Feet to your hands, forward fold, halfway lift. Open mouth clearing. Bending knees, rolling up, arms rising up. Hands together at your rising heart. Feel your heartbeat with your thumbs. Perhaps you close your eyes while we test our balance again, shifting the heels to toes. One foot. Other foot. And let's even shift that order, because I'm noticing that's a loop. So maybe it's toes, other foot, one foot, heels. Play with that. Constantly considering and reconsidering if our behaviors are routine to help us flow with life, or whether they are autopilot, rigid patterns that keep us locked in the same channel. So with that awareness, let's flow the arms up, swan dive down, halfway lift, hands and knees, cow spine, cat spine. One more. Right arm rising, hover thread. So right arm hovers between left hand and left knee. And then all the way back up, hover thread the needle. Two more. Easing onto your right side. Pressing in towards the center, open your heart to the sky. Generous breaths around your right shoulder blade to help free up this part of you. Grounding in the left hand so the right arm rises up. And then hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, heart reaches up. Cat, spine open up. One more. Left arm rising. Left arm hover threads. 3 more. Staying on this left side of you now, pressing in towards the center line with your right hand. Breaths of expansion and conscious clearing. Not only around that left shoulder blade, considering your breath, expanding the breath in your rib cage. Complete conscious exhales. 1 more. Grounding through the right hand as the left arm rises. Hands and knees, tabletop position, toes tucked under cow spine. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. I remembered something else. Left leg through. Runner's lunge. Back foot spinning flat. Warrior 1. So isn't this my studio? When I forget things. And then we go back. So let's ease the arms down. Shoulder circles front to back. Breathe. Trying to encourage soft space around the heart. Ease in your hands, resting your arms. Hands and fists behind you, elbows towards one another. Try to open up the heart space. Guiding hips forward, reach your heart up and away. So love to the hip flexor area. And so with that being said, arms rising up. Back foot meets the front, chair pose. Snuck it in. Now spin all 10 toes so that you're facing me. And then step one leg out nice and wide so you're covering the plane of your space. And then hands on hips, shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open up. 1 more. Again, shoulder circles front to back. Softening the space around your heart. Hands and fists behind you, elbows towards one another, lifting our spines. Guide your hips forward, reach your heart up and away. Hopefully that hip flexor love. And then coming all the way up. I was really debating today on whether to focus on Hanuman or Shiva. So we'll kind of merge the two in this moment. Let's go ahead and bring those arms up. Palms will shine forward so that we can create our trident again. Exhale, trident, but reach your heart to the sky. 3 more. Maybe perspective is down, remembering the earth. And then exhale to open your awareness, your heart to the sky. Consider what grounds you. Consider what lifts you. 2 more. Can the elbows flow towards one another behind you? Engaging and expanding. Can the engagement be from an expansive place? Now, hands towards one another in front of your heart. Closing your eyes. Keep your heart and your awareness open. We consider someone that we wish to direct gratitude towards. Maybe there's someone that's expanded your awareness. Someone that's helped inspire that expansiveness within you, or expansive awareness to what is around you. Curling these fingers in. gathering up this gratitude as we imagine that this person is directly receiving our gratitude as we inhale and exhale to pull the hands away like we're ripping open our ribcage to reveal our breathing, our heart, our intentions. Now the hands will flow behind you. Maybe it's opposite hand, opposite forearm, elbow. Maybe we interlace our fingers. Shoulder blades hug in so we can open up even more space across the heart, the chest, and we'll bend the knees, easing the spine down. And then a generous nod of the head, yes, affirming that that goodness did happen. Clearing flow of the head, no, clearing away all that is keeping you from malleability and expansiveness. Inhale, legs are long. Exhale, knees bend. Maybe the seat flows down. 3 more. Keep the knees bent as the elbows flow to the inside of the thighs, guiding the knees away. Lengthen your spine, your heart, maybe your awareness forward towards me. Yeah, I kind of snuck us into a variation. So heels in now, toes out. As we open across the hips, how long can your spine be here? I know, maybe you're feeling the legs, maybe you're feeling your hips, maybe you're feeling the heat. 2 more breaths. All 10 toes facing me, legs long, hips up to the sky, bowing the head down. Maybe another loving nod, yes. Another soft clearing, no. And then we'll go ahead and bring the left hand down in front of the face. Maybe this is where we shift the block or the books as we reach the spine long. And then a soft micro bend of the knees, barely visible as the right arm flows to the sky. This is just to make sure that there's no torquing in the knee joints. So keeping that soft bend of the knees to maintain that. Can your spine reach even longer towards me? It's the elongation of the spine while we twist, the extended reach of the spine. That's more important, and that will gain us more benefits and malleability than if we were to think of just reaching ourselves as deep into the twist as we can. 1 more breath. And now the right hand will replace the left, spine reaching long, keeping that soft bend of the knees as the left arm reaches up. Heart reaching forward, spine and crown reaching forward. If you want to test your balance, maybe you look up and then down. The shift in perspective can be everything to shift our awareness, the experience. Help us tap into strength, empathy. And then that top hand flows down. Arms will stay down as we bend the knees, rolling up the spine, so that when we softness across the heart, shoulder circles 3, 2, hands and fists behind you as the elbows flow to one another, reaching spine, reaching heart, guiding hips forward, reaching the heart and the awareness up and away. All the way up. All 10 toes will shift to your original front edge of the mat, and then back foot meets the front, chair pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Cow spine, open heart. Open awareness, cat spine. 1 more. Long spine, child's pose, knees out wide, big toes together to touch. Maybe the forehead kisses the mat, the floor, the blocks. Maybe 2 fists stacked on top of one another. We could sway this forehead side to side. How relaxed can you be in your jaw here? Help release the neck with ease, or releasing the hips. Loving on the low back with each breath. 2 more big breaths. Milking this moment with the long inhales and exhales. Hands underneath you so that the heart rises up. Shifting your legs to one side so we can take a cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana. Hands on the legs, shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open up. One more. Right hand to left leg, left hand behind you as we reach our spines up, and then twist to your right. Face flows over your right shoulder and then flows over your left shoulder. Maybe it surpasses the shoulders. 3 more. Celebrating and supporting your movement, the ability that you have today, while we continue to consider what's possible. Unraveling at center, arms reaching up, hands together at your heart. Hands on legs, shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open up. It might feel weird, but we're going to reach our spines up and then release our spines forward. Hands traveling forward. Bowing head to heart. This has remnants from the previous video that I offered, which was rest and release. So with that being said, we can breathe with that mantra, breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. And consider what you are releasing. Maybe it's something from this week. Maybe it's a lifetime of weeks. Three more breaths. Releasing more and more with each breath, especially the exhale. At the end of your third exhale, rolling up the spine, arms reaching up, and then hands together at your heart. Switching the crossing of your legs, your awkward cross. And then we'll go ahead and bring the other hand, other leg, left hand, and then bring that other hand behind you as the spines rise up, and then twist lovingly to your right. Face shines over the right shoulder and then over the front. So back shoulder, and then front shoulder. Two more. Expanding awareness, celebrating what is, celebrating what's possible. And then we unravel at center as the arms rise, and then hands ease. Hands on legs, shoulders up, shoulders drop. Lengthening spine, and then easing spine. Hands flow forward, bowing head deeply to your heart. Releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. What are you releasing? Maybe it's physical tension. Three more breaths. Slowly, softly rolling up the spine, arms rising up, hands flowing together at your heart. Okay.
So we're going to have some time together with that mantra sound that I am releasing. Those were sounds that they arrived last time I was with y'all, the last video. So it's I am releasing. Maybe you sit with your back connected to a supportive place. Maybe it's a wall, or maybe you go to a chair for a moment for these sounds. We'll do it like kirtan, virtual kirtan. So I'll offer the sound and then you echo it back. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing you. 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 Maybe more flavor. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing you. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing you. Together, I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. Celebrate. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. Again. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. 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 Bowing your head to your heart, celebrating all the releasing that is happening right now in this moment, right now in your conscious choice of tuning in. So celebrating the freedom on the other side, the future is free. Can you sing this softly to yourself to affirm the transformation is occurring? I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. 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 Allowing your legs to
flow towards the front of a soft resting place. And then perhaps you ease down into a resting place. Maybe it's even just easing into that supported seated position. Maybe you just lean more into the wall or into your chair. Perhaps you flow towards the floor that you were practicing on. Allowing these sounds to help affirm your transformation that is occurring. I am releasing, oh, I am releasing. 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 I am releasing. I am releasing. I am releasing. Offering sounds in support of the archetype that inspired today's practice, this practice, archetype Shiva. Om, the sound to wake up and cleanse the entire energetic body. Nama, as a way to honor face to face, heart to heart. Shivaya, great destroyer and transformer, destroyer of ignorance, of systems that no longer serve, disrupting systems to help uncover what is possible within us and around us. Nataraja, the dance of duality, the dance of destruction, breaking open, rebirth. These sounds will be the celebration. Namah Shivaya. 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 Jai Nataraja. Jai Nataraja.
grateful for this time of death and rebirth with each of you. Resting in these harmonium sounds just a bit longer, allowing for this open space to process, transition, marinate. Offering a soft sway of your head side to side and then the surface that's supporting you. Lean into the support as you sway. Can you find even more softness here, more malleability here in the movement, in the shifting awareness of your body, your breath, your heart? And then finding a great pause at center, breathing into this expansive vessel of your being. And slowly brushing your thumbs along soft fingertips, wiggling your toes, encouraging that movement, moving with transformation. Guiding yourself to a position of readiness and transitioning towards your upright seated position. Whatever works for you is absolutely perfect. Arms rising, arms resting, hands together at your heart, hands lifting up to possibility, hands form prayer together in possibility at your heart. One more, rising and easing with possibility at your heart. Bowing head to heart. So grateful for this time with you. Wishing for you time to flow with transformation, to dance with duality, to help expand and champion malleability of heart and soul from my heart to yours. Namaste. It's such an honor. It's such an honor to be here with you. And I love the fact, and even just saying this about sharing in time, it's so magical to know that there are folks that have tuned in with me live, and then there's folks that get to tune in with me later and are practicing with me all hours of the day from all different parts of the world and the nation. And it's just so cool to notice and to know, to remember that either way, whether it's in the right now while we stream or in the now of you watching this, we are together and we are linked. So, my gosh, life is beautiful and magical, and I celebrate you. Thank you so much for tuning in and for joining me in Death and Rebirth, Transformation and Flowing, Dancing with Duality. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.